Pleasure.
So Marjorie, thank you so much for joining us here. I want to start by asking you about your impressions of Budapest and the conference so far.
It's been wonderful being here. The last time I was in Budapest was in, I have to think back, 1976. So things have changed enormously. And I'm so glad I got to see so many beautiful parts of the city. I got to the parliament yesterday and the Danube and got to the synagogue and got inside for a wonderful tour and the memorial. It's been absolutely fascinating. And the conference is just this warm, welcoming feeling for many of us who've come from abroad, seeing colleagues from all over, and many that I know from other countries, from Greece, from Austria, from the UK, and so I'm from Slovenia. I feel very much at home. It's really lovely. And what I really loved was the performance last night and the looking forward, looking back song, which somebody asked me today if there's a link to the recording. And I said, I have to look on the, I think it's your Facebook page has one.
Yes, I've actually seen the recording and it's pretty good. It almost, it almost managed to capture like the atmosphere of last night. We're especially honored to have you here as your president of IATEFL. So with that, tell us a little bit about what membership is like there and what events you have planned.
Okay. Well, we have about 4,000 members worldwide, and I think it represents something like 130 countries. And of course, we have the teaching associations, of which IATEFL Hungary is one. And one of my goals as president is to do even more with the teaching associations, because our 4,000 members are the individual members, but we have a much wider reach when you realize that everyone who belongs to IATEFL Hungary, for example, can be a basic member if they want, or find out about IATEFL through your organization. So we feel this goes along with our goal of linking, supporting, and developing teachers worldwide. And that's why it's very exciting to be here for your 25th as we're coming up to our 50th.
So that's going to be next year in Birmingham, is that right?
The 50th conference is in Birmingham, and the dates are the 13th to the 16th of April, and the 12th are the PCs, the pre-conference events. And there are 14 because two SIGs are doing one together. We have 15 special interest groups. And the actual 50th year is 2017.
Right.
But the first conference was held right after they formed it, so that isn't actually the 50th year of existence, but the 50th conference. That's the difference, yeah.
Okay. So next April is the conference to look forward to. And what about before that?
Well, before that, we have a wonderful event coming, a web conference that's going to run Friday, Saturday. It's from the 23rd to 24th of October. It is 2 days of online talks free of charge, just needs to register. And we've got 5 speakers on Friday, 5 speakers on Saturday, with an interactive session as well on each of those days, ranging from a huge variety of topics: creativity, teacher research, education for social justice, inclusivity in the classroom, so that dyslexic children or other children with learning disabilities. There's a big range of talks, which were, psychology in the classroom, that's another one, and speakers from all over the world. And so we stagger the times so that we can get in people from the Americas who can speak in their time slot without having to be up in the middle of the night, and then again those in Asia. So we really cover the globe, and we're hoping to get lots of people. We had, I think, 700 guests last year when we did it. And the most online at one time were, I think, about 350 or 400.
Wow, that's great.
But it's
so you said this is free.
It's
you just have to register.
Free of charge.
So is it also open for non-members of
Everyone.
IATEFL?
It's open for the world.
So everyone who's watching this who have just found about IATEFL and what it is, this could be their first step in getting to know the organization.
Absolutely, and we've had people, last year people came on who just happened to hear about it and said, wow, didn't know this existed. And it's a matter of just going to the IATEFL website and going under the tab that says web events and then web conference, and there's the information about the registration.
So this is in a fortnight, 23rd and 24th of October.
Yes.
Excellent. I'll definitely be there.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's going to be a really good event. And for the 50th, we have all sorts of surprises planned. Plenary speakers are already lined up, and our headliner, as usual, is our patron, David Crystal. So people get the chance to hear him again. If you haven't experienced it, it is absolutely worthwhile listening to David, who is just wonderful. And we've got other plenary speakers. We have evening events planned, some surprises. We're doing a dance evening, we're doing music and Shakespeare, also with some surprises, a storytelling evening, of course a pecha kucha as usual. There's no time to get bored at all.
Fantastic, we have so much to look forward to.
Yes, and the largest number of proposals that have ever come in, over 800.
Wow.
The proposals committee is reading.
Right
we
now.
try to include as many people as we can, which puts a lot of work on them, and of course finding enough space. This is why we are in big commercial venues. Last year we had I think we had 2,600 delegates.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, and really worldwide. This is what makes it such an exciting conference. Also, what I heard from people last year who came for the first time was how incredibly warm and welcoming the ITEFL conference was, even though it's a large conference. People who came for the first time and didn't know a lot of people said they arrived and were welcomed with warmth and felt very much at home in the ELT community, which is something I am very proud of personally.
That's great.
Yeah.
So if someone hasn't been to the ITEFL conference, then next year is definitely the year to go, because it's going to be a very special event.
Yes, and we're working on a webinar for tips for first-timers. And I've got, we had 8 people lined up at the moment. There are 6 who are still on the schedule, from different places, from Brazil, from, I'm trying to remember where else, from India, for example, and also from the UK, people talking about their first time at an ITEFL conference, what they did to prepare, what they did when they got there, and so on. And
sounds very useful.
I think this will be a very useful webinar. The date is not yet set. It will be sent out to everyone, but we do have a spot on our website for webinars. That's the other thing. If you are an individual, or I think also basic member, you can access our online archive of videos of webinars that we've recorded, and there are about 25 of them. So you can watch Penny Orr and Jeremy Harmer and David Crystal and
another great tool
Scott
for professional
Thornburg.
development.
Absolutely. That's what we try to do.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming here and telling us all about that. It's been really useful. It's been great to have you.
It's been wonderful being here, and thank you very much for the invitation. I hope to come back again. Thank you.